We did it, Reddit. Hello, everybody. My name is K-Sawk, and Happy New Year. Now, exactly 1 year ago, I'm hoping that this video goes up on New Year's Day of 2022. Exactly 1 year ago, I posted a video challenging myself to make one piece of content every day for 2021. And I am happy to say that I was able to do it. Now, there was a hiccup one time when a video got deleted because it was just me and a friend reacting to the first episode of Danganronpa, the anime. And although I'm a little sad, I really do like that video. It was a fun time to mess around with my friend and watch a show. That is the one hiccup along the way, but I did upload a video, it did get views, it existed, and that is all that I care about. This is kind of difficult to talk about. I'm not sure if I've ever had a project this extensive before. I mean, I guess you could count high school or college as a project, a long-term project, but those were societal obligations. This was something different. It was something that I put upon myself, and I've tried to script a video, a long-form essay video, about how it made me feel, what I went through, but draft over draft over draft, I kept deleting them and restarting and deleting and restarting and rewriting massive chunks of it and putting it away and then ending up deleting that and rewriting it again. And what I found out was trying to sum up this last year, for me, content-wise, is futile. It's extremely... It goes against the whole point. And what I think the point was I do what I want. And I did it. I put my mind to it, and I did it. And that is all that matters. Now, there was a point where things changed. I don't know exactly what day it was or what time of the year. I think it was pretty on in the first half of the year. I found that live streaming was a good thing for me. I really enjoyed live streaming. And if you can see my Final Fantasy XIV catalog being half of the fucking things that I released this year, it should be evident. It should be abundantly clear that that was what I enjoyed and what I hammered down on. And I do not regret it one bit. I mean, some people, I was scared for a little bit that I was pigeonholing myself, but at some point that stopped mattering. It stopped mattering because I was having fun. I was doing this of my own enjoyment, and it's paid off. Now, you might see my subscribe button. It's sitting at 234 subscribers right now. And I know that there are YouTubers out there. A good friend of mine, Plushie, has seen much more success than me. And I don't feel jealous. I don't feel like I've been slighted at all. Because I've been able to make friends. I've been able to meet people. I have a Discord where my most active subscribers and chat members are interacting with me. And I met Plushie, who is a big influence and a big help. And I am completely thankful for those people that I've met along the way. I may not be making money off of this. I may not be getting large-scale fame, but in its place, I've made connections, and I've made friends, and I have made myself into a more whole person. And that's kind of funny to say, considering all I did was make content and put it up. But I mean, that's probably the boomer in me speaking. I am 22 now, but I was raised in a household that didn't quite get this whole internet thing and technology and electronics. And I grew up in that environment. And so I still see content creation as a very fleeting, out of reach dream. But over the course of this year, I've had a lot of time to reflect on that. That all these friends and all these people that I've met and all the experiences that I have had is not as asinine as I thought it would be. It leaves me hopeful. I'm not going to stop uploading. I'm not going to stop live streaming. That's not the point of this. That wasn't the point of this year. It's not like Unis Honest where I made a piece of content every year and at the end of the year it just stops. It's just gone. I do still plan on live streaming and making videos for the majority of the year. That is my goal for 2022. It may not be every day. It may not be as strict as 2021 was, but I do thoroughly enjoy this. I thoroughly enjoy sharing this part of me, sharing my experiences and my time, enjoying my experiences with the world. And although not many people of this world may see it, it's still an experience knowing that someone out there might stumble across my stuff and just be like, hey, this is worth sharing an experience over. Now, as for long-term goals, so we've talked about 2021. It was fun. It was great. At least on this channel, I know there was a lot of shitty things that happened throughout the year. For me, for people that I personally am very close to, it hasn't been a very simple and clean year, but just talking about the platform that I have here on YouTube, it has been a great experience. But moving forward, looking forward into 2022, this is what I want to do. I basically want to keep doing what I'm doing. I have my job, my paying job. I have a girlfriend. I have plenty of friends in real life. I have Dungeons and Dragons. I have video games that I can play outside of streams and recordings. I have been replaying Spider-Man on the PS5. I have plenty of life outside this YouTube thing, and I am completely satisfied with where that's going. And all the while, I would like to keep pushing forward with this YouTube thing, with this content creation thing. It's been enlightening, to say the least, and I can't wait to know what I'll learn moving forward. Recently, I've watched this little indie film. I don't think a lot of people know it. It's from this comedian. It's called Inside, and it's a little film that you can find on Netflix. But after watching it, I was faced with an incredible fear of what the internet can do. Bo Burnham, the writer of and the performer of Inside, clearly paints a picture where his fame and fortune began on the internet, and it is proliferated and held by the internet. He is held by the internet to continue being this beacon of comedy in these dark times where all you can be is a cynic and a nihilist, and it's funny. It's hilarious. I fucking love it. But the implications that being a content creator is a dark and depressing thing, I don't quite get that. I have negative comments. I've seen negative comments, and I've had videos that didn't perform as well as others, and I understand that feeling, and it might change, but I'm willing to go and figure that out. I'm willing to find out what it is that these people are talking about, and it might be terrible for my mental health moving forward. Who knows? I sure as fucking don't know, but I want to find out. I want to explore this part of the far reaches of the internet that I have not experienced yet. There's so much that you can read and learn and, figure out about the world around you. There's monuments, the physical world I'm talking about. There's monuments, there's oceans, and there's, lands, forests, deserts. There's tons of things that people have built, great mighty cities that lay in ruins. But the internet isn't like that. It sure has its places where people gather, like cities, and places where it's pretty much devoid of life. Old defunct websites, abandoned chat boards. But the important thing about the internet, compared to real life is that there's so much more to the internet that you can't see. Parts of the internet that you can't experience unless you've unlocked those aspects of it where you can interact with that level of people. There's so much more to me that I can discover in my fingertips, in my hands, that is on the internet. It's weird because in Bo Burnham's Inside, it discusses the fact of being inside as a bad thing. And I am going to say, being inside the whole time, definitely not good. Go outside, touch some grass, actually live a little. But living in the outside world and exploring the digital one can coexist. And I want to do that. I want to be the type of person that exists in this digital space to interact with as many people as possible while still retaining that personal level of cooperation and friendship with the people that I have in the real world. The exploration that I get from both is amazing, and I'm starting to figure out that I want to explore both. It's just that this internet, YouTube, live streaming, video content creation thing is new, shiny, and it's impressive to me. And so I'm going to just ham fist my way into this interest like I always do. Excuse me. As you can tell, I am rambling, and this is going to be just completely incoherent when I listen back to it, but that's okay. That's kind of my shtick. I do not go by script. Every time I try to go by script, I am ruined. If I'm going to write a script, it will be for someone else and for fiction instead of real life and long-form video essays, at least for now. But with all that being said, if you're watching this, if you're finding me from some far-off location on the internet, welcome. I appreciate you. And if you're someone who has been watching me for a while, who has heard my voice, who has watched me play video games before, I welcome you back. 2021 was a long, arduous, but fun chapter. And I'm expecting 2022 to be far more prosperous, far more exciting, and a lot more in terms of adventure. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you. I hope everybody here has a great rest of the day, rest of the week, rest of the month, rest of this new year, and the rest of your wonderful life. This is K-Sawk signing out. Bye, everybody.